Welcome to Nabeel Math Academy. This is Dr. Mohammed Nabeel. In this video, we are going to see how to solve a quadratic equation by using the different techniques. So first of all, what is a quadratic equation? So in equation, you have ax square. So it is ax square plus bx plus c is equal 0. Condition is that a is not equal 0. If a equals 0, it becomes a linear. When you solve this equation, you will get the two solution for this equation. Whereas in the linear, you will have a one. Or you remember, we will discuss in the previous video, the linear equation is ax plus b equal 0, where the power of x is 1. When you solve this equation, you will get one value. So therefore, this is the linear equation. And if it is a power 2, it is a quadratic equation. Now, so first of all, we will discuss about the how to solve by using the by factoring. It is the same rule of factoring what we have done before. So how will you solve this part? Here is the same rule. I multiply, you will get what? Minus 15. So I write it all possible multipliers. 1 into 15, 3 into 5, 3, that's it. So here, if you see this part, the small number should be minus. And which one is correct for this part? So this problem. So 3 minus 3 and 5, if you add, you will get plus 2. So I can write it directly. Why? Because the leading coefficient is 1. So here x minus 3 and x plus 5 equal 0. So by using the zero product principle, what do you mean by zero product principle? So if you have a dot b equals 0, I will say a equals 0 or b equal 0. So this is, we call it as the zero product principle. This is the zero product principle. Yes. Now if you separate this part, x minus 3 equals 0, x plus 5 equals 0. So here it gives the value x equals 3 and x equal minus 5. So always when you solve the quadratic equation, you will get two values, 3 comma minus 5. Both are the solution. Now let us try with the another problem in the same technique. So it's the same rule. So the leading coefficient is 1. I multiply, you will get 6. What is the multiplier? 1 into 6, 2 into 3. Since it is minus in the middle term, so both are minus. So I want to get minus 5. So this one is the correct one. So I can write it directly. So it is x minus 2, x minus 3 equal 0. By using the zero product principle, I can separate x minus 2 equals 0, x minus 3 equal 0. And x is equals 2, x is equals 3. So therefore, this is the value you will have 2 comma 3. So this is a technique we will solve by using factoring. So this one is done. So this part is over. Now we will take the next technique how to solve by taking the square root. If the question is mentioning by using the special method, you have to solve by using that method. If it is just asking the solve, it is your choice to solve. Now here what we are taking, we have to take the square root. So here what is the square root? X plus 1 is equal. When I take a square root, it become plus or minus square root of 48. So how will you write the 48? So 48 can be written as 16 into 3. Is it right? So if you multiply, you will get 43. Now I will bring it the 16 outside the root. When you bring it outside the root, it becomes 4. So therefore, you will get plus or minus 4 root 3. Root 3 will remain as it is inside the root. So you have on the left side x plus 1. I need only the x. Move the 1 on the another side. You will have the solution. X is equal minus 1. There is a change of sign. when you move the plus 1, it become minus 1 plus or minus 4 root 3. So here also you will get two solution. How it is two solution? One is plus, one is negative. So minus 1 plus 4 root 3, and another solution is minus 1 minus 4 root 3. So you will get a two solution. And similarly, I will take this one as the same rule, same technique by taking square root. So how will you take the square root here? So 5 x minus 2 whole square. I will move this one that side. It become minus 45. So I have to simplify this one first. So how will you simplify this one? So if I divide by 5 both side, it get cancelled on the left side, and here you will get 9. So if you simplify x minus 2 whole square, what is the terms you will have? Minus 9. When you take a square root, it becomes plus or minus minus 9, root minus 9. As we already know, when you have a square root of minus 1, it's a complex number I. It's a complex number I. So it becomes 3i. So this is the x minus 2. So if I move the minus to that side, it becomes 2. This is plus or minus. So 2 plus or minus 3i. So you will have the two solution here. One is plus, another one is minus. 2 plus 3i, 2 minus 3i. So this is the second technique, how to solve by taking square root. So the next one we will have the completing the square. So this is the somewhat tricky techniques we will solve. So here we will take this one as x square minus 2x, and then it is, I take it the x terms to the one side. After this one, I have to make this one as a completing square. So how to make the completing square? So there is a missing term. So if you write it this one, if you notice this one, a plus b whole square or minus b whole square, it is a 2ab plus b square plus b square. So this term is missing. This term is missing here. So a square is there, plus 2ab or minus 2ab is there, and then b square is missing. How will you find that b square? So the rule is very simple. I will write it 2b is equal, take the coefficient. What is the coefficient of x? Always coefficient of x. B is equal minus 1. When you square it, you will get what? Plus 1. The minus 1 square, it become plus 1. So that one I have to add both sides to balance the equation. This is plus 1 and this is plus 1. So we have to add this b square term in both sides of the equation. Now what happened this part? So it becomes, this one is x minus 1 whole square is equal 7. Is it right? So this one, it becomes, the expand form is given. I will write it in this format. This is x minus 1 whole square. If you expand it, this is, you will get a square minus 2ab plus b square equal 7. Thereafter, it's the same story what we have done before just now. So it is a taking a square root. So how will you take the square root? It is plus or minus 7. Move the 1 on the other side. It become 1 plus or minus square root of 7. So this is the final answer. Now we will try one more problem in the same technique, completing the square. So I will keep it the x term and move the all the constant term to the other side. It become minus 1. It's the same story as a 2b case. 2b is equal. What is 2b equal? Which is 6. B is equal 3. So b square is equal 9. So I have to add 9 on the right side and the left side to balance the equation. Now what is this part? You will find it. So this one is nothing but whole square. This is x. Take square root and also take square root. You will get 3. And the sign, what is the sign here? It is plus. If equal, so it is plus 8. When you take a square root here, x plus 3 is equal plus or minus root 8. So how will you write the root 8? So root 8 can be written as root 4 into 2. So if I take it the 4 outside the root, it becomes 2 root 2. It is 2 root 2. So therefore, I will get it the simplified part is equal here 2 root 2. But our answer is not completed here. I have to move the 3 on the other side. So you will have here x is equal minus 3 plus or minus 2 root 2. So this is the final answer. Now let us go to the next one, the very important rule, the quadratic formula. So here this whether some of the technique in the above it will maybe fail in the some of the problems, but this is a very strong formula. It is applicable for all the quadratic equation. You can solve all the problem using this technique. It will never fail. So the rule is here x is equal. If you have a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equals 0, therefore the formula is given by minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac over 2a. So this is the what we have. So depend upon the discriminant, this we call it as the discriminant, this we call it as the discriminant. Depend upon the discriminant, you will get the complex number, complex root, and real and different, real and equal. We will discuss that one in our next topic. Now let us solve the first one here. So I have to solve these by using the quadratic formula. So first I have to make it into equal 0 format. This format is standard format. So on for that one I have to move this one. X square equal 5x minus 24 equal 0. What is your A? A is equal 1. So this is A is equal 1. B is equal minus 5. C is equal minus 4. I just substitute in the rule. What is the rule here? Minus b, that is minus of minus, it become plus. Since it is a first problem, I write it as it is. Square root of b square. B square is what? Minus 5 square minus 4 into 1 into minus 24. Then over. So you have 2 times of 1. So if you simplify, you will get 5 plus or minus square root of 25 minus of minus, it become plus, and 24 into 4. So which is equal 16 1, it is 8 9. So it is 96 over 2. So if you simplify this one, you will get 5 plus or minus, and this one is root 1 to 1. What is the square root of 1 to 1? Which is equal 11. Which is equal 11. So you will get the two values. What are the two values? So here 1 is plus 5 plus 11 over 2. 5 minus 11 over 2. So therefore the answer will be here. So 16 over 2 which is equal 8, and here minus 6 over 2 which is equal minus 3. So this is the two solutions you have. This is the two solution. Now the next one we will have the same rule. So what is the rule here? A is equal 1, B is equal 4, C is equal minus 1. No need to bring because it is given already in the standard form. So in this format it is given equal 0. So in the last case it is not there, therefore I will move the 24 that side. So here there is no need. So I will write it the rule here. So what is the rule? Minus b plus or minus b square, which is 16 minus 4 into a into c over 2 into a. Now simplify this one. Minus 4 plus or minus square root of 16 minus or minus plus, it is 4 over 2. So which is equal minus 2 plus or minus square root of 20 over 2. So here minus 4. How will you write this part? How will you write this one? So I can write it this one as 4 into 5. If I move the 4 outside the root, it becomes 2 root 5. So therefore, I will write it that one as plus or minus 2 root 5 over 2. Still our answer is not completed. You have to simplify further. What is a simplify? You can do it. In the numerator, the 2 is a common factor. I will take it outside. So when I take it 2 outside as a common, so remaining is minus 2 plus or minus root 5 over 2. And these two get cancelled. So this one and this one get cancelled. And the value will be, solution is, you will get x is equal minus 2 plus or minus. Plus or minus means you will get the two solution. One is plus, one is minus. Now the last topic of this one, as we discussed before, the discriminant of the quadratic equation. Without, what is the benefit of the discriminant? Without solving the equation, quadratic equation, we say the equation has the two real root, one real root, complex root. So how will you decide that one? It is based upon the inside the root term. So this is, we call it this one as the discriminant. So this one we call it as a discriminant inside the root. Inside the root, if it is positive, you will get the two different root. So if it is two different distinct real root. When it is 0, it is one real solution. That means it is 3 same. The roots are same. You will get a same number 3 comma 3 2 comma 2. If it is less than, it is a complex. Let us discuss here. So I will have the three quadratic equation. So here you will have a three quadratic equation. So I have to solve. I have to find only the discriminant. No need to solve here. In the question, it is not asking to solve. It is asking only the discriminant. What is the nature of the root? Whether it is a real or equal, real or different or complex. So for that one, I have to take A, B, C from the question. So A value is what? A is 1. B is minus 5, C is 6. So I will test the discriminant B square minus 4AC. B square is minus 5 square, 4 times of 1 into 6. So which is equal 25 minus 24, which is equal 1, which is more than 0, which is more than 0, positive. Therefore, I will say here 2 distinct real solution. Two distinct real solution. What do you mean by distinct? It is a different 2 comma 3. You will not get the same value. Two distinct real solution. So you will not get the same value. It is 1 over 2 comma 2 and 4 comma 3 for 6 comma 5, like that. It is a distinct. That is the meaning of distinct. Two different real solution. Let us go with the next one. Here we will have a, B, C. A is equal 1, B is equal minus 6, C is equal 9. And B square minus 4AC. Therefore, minus 6 square, 4 times of 1 into 9, which is equal here 36. This is 36 minus again 36, which is equal 0. So when you have a 0, if you see in the rule, what is the rule says? When you have 0, so when you have 0, therefore it is only one real solution. So which is equal. It means that you will get a same value 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3, 4 comma 4, the same value. So I will write it here. So this is one real solution. One real solution which is equal. Which is equal. So you will have a same values. Let us try with the third one. So here A is equal 1, B equal 1, C equal 1. So I have to try B square minus 4AC. B square, it is 1 square minus 4 into 1 into 1. So which in turn implies 1 minus 4 which is equal minus 3 which is less than 0. If it is less than 0, what is your solution? Here it is a complex solution. You will get a complex I in the solution. So without solving this one, we will say whether it is a one solution, two solution or complex solution. So it is complex solution. You will have a complex solution for this one. Thank you.